Big story we're tracking: under pressure over lapses in policing and their inability to ensure safety for women in the capital. A unit of the Delhi police now coming up with a list of do's and don'ts for school and college girls. Posters have been put up outside schools and colleges issuing bizarre diktats for young women in the capital, which say inculcate self-confidence, go straight home after school or college, call 100 if there's a person you suspect. Also join self-defense courses. It seems the Delhi police in effect admitting to its inability to ensure safety for women and telling them that their security pretty much lies in their own hands. Tanima has more.
Delhi police has decided that it is going to introduce certain measures in order to provide more security to women. But does one of these measures include asking young girls to provide more security for themselves, to ensure more security themselves? We know that there are some posters that they have put out outside some girls' colleges where they said, where they have asked young girl students to inculcate self-confidence, to go straight home after school or college, to learn to join self-defense classes, and to inform school or college if they're going somewhere, to keep their number and address in their own bag. All these directions, remember, are ways in which a young woman will have to provide security to themselves. It's not really talking too much about patrolling by police vans. Aapka naam pehle, your name, and do you think that this is kind of shifting the onus on young girls themselves to provide security to themselves and not just the police providing security to people?
Yeah, I'm Shivangi. I think that girls need to take protection and they need to be knowing what they can do and what they cannot. But somehow the government and the police need to support us even. Because if a gang of guys is going to attack a girl, it's really hard for a girl to pick up a call or even ask her for help. So I think that the police need to help, and secondly, the government need to take strict action on these gang rapes and everything.
आप बताइए आपका नाम, और आपको लगता है कि जिस तरह से पुलिस वालों ने इसके ऐसे पोस्टर्स लगाए हैं कॉलेजेस के बाहर से कि लड़कियों को अपना सेल्फ डिफेंस करना चाहिए, सेल्फ डिफेंस क्लासेस ज्वाइन करने चाहिए और अपना मतलब नंबर्स वगैरह कॉन्टैक्ट्स अपने गाड़ी में अपने बैग.
Well, a lot of outrage responses coming into that. We're also being joined on the phone line now by Ranjana Kumari. Ma'am, the Delhi police already facing so much criticism at this point to try and in a sense shift the onus of their security onto the city's young women when questions are being raised about their own policing. How do you respond to what we're seeing at this point?
Well, I think in some sense this is really putting the responsibility on girls to protect themselves and the family to be held responsible so that they will call the girls back, and also curbing their freedom. The idea after the whole case has happened is in fact to put the people who are perpetrators of crime under the dock, and also make them understand that they cannot get away with this kind of behavior, whether it is a lewd remark or whether it is misbehavior in the bus or whether it is any kind of sexual crime will not be tolerated. So instead of sending those messages, now the prescription is that please go back home after the classes. So are these girls going to be, what kind of a scare psychology that we are trying to instill in them? That if you want to be, so that would mean clearly that public places are not your spaces. Be at home. Home is the only place where you are safe. This is not the message that our young generation of women need to be given. In fact, they need to be told to be fearless, to be moving around with confidence and to look after themselves. In any case, parents are, at the moment very, very nervous, very scared, and they are asking them to come home. They're not allowing them to be going anywhere. So, what kind of again, the boundaries are being drawn around the girls only. What kind of a system are we promoting?
Why is it never about the men? Why are there no instructions ever given to the men? Why is the onus always on the woman?
Yeah, this is what is very shocking. In fact, today only we are writing a letter to the chairperson of the Lok Sabha that, all these men are speaking out and just speaking about what women must do, what they must ought to behave, what they must wear and what provokes men. This is not acceptable at all. I think it is extremely important that they should review such decisions. Are we creating a generation of scared girls who will not move out of their homes, who will not go anywhere, who will not do any job, who will just go and attend classes and go back home? I mean, what are we trying to convey? We can't create a safe city for them. We can't create a safe country for our citizens. So what kind of a state system are we living in? What is this policing all about? I don't think this is the right way of treating the issue. This is absolutely unacceptable. The police must review their do's and don'ts, and they can't say that after attending. I mean, this is really hilarious. You attend the classes, you go home.
Anjana Kumari, thank you so much for. Thank you so much for joining us with your views. Indeed, a lot of questions now ought to be put to the Delhi police. A great deal of outrage among people who have been who've been responding to that. Let's just get you some of those voices, in fact, from around Delhi to the Delhi police's latest bizarre diktat.
I feel again that women are always told how they're supposed to behave, how the onus is on us, and every time we walk out of the house, our parents are afraid. My parents are afraid, and I am afraid actually, because I mean, I feel, what kind of society are we living in?
I like to repeat something with notices being put up about how women should behave, kya kare, kya na kare. I think shouldn't a notice would be about how to tell men, or even if whoever it is, how they should control their instincts and not rape women who are walking on the road, instead of telling us what to do and not to do.
When I step out, it's not just set in our parents' mind. In our minds also, you know, you feel that aise nahi jana, you can't go alone on, you know, late at night and stuff like that.
If we want a long-term solution to the problem, education and change in the mindset of the society is required. People have to be made aware and sensitive about how they should behave with other people, how they should behave in society.
Let's move on to the